What's going on, everybody? Welcome in the Vikings Now by Chat Sports. My name is Patrick Siepman, and coming up on today's show, we're going to talk about it. J.J. McCarthy, Sam Darnold. Who should be QB1 for our Minnesota Vikings next season? And I think this answer is obvious. I'm going to be explaining to you guys why the Minnesota Vikings need to move off Sam Darnold. I said I'm going to wait until the whole season is finished, until I give a take on this situation, and it is finally here. I think the answer is clear, and I'm sure a lot of you guys agree with me, but the Minnesota Vikings need to move off Sam Darnold for a lot of reasons, and we'll be diving into all of those on today's show. But I do want to share with you guys this. J.J. McCarthy went on Twitter after the loss last night, and he tweeted out Amor Fati, and this means love of fate. And I thought this was awesome that J.J. tweeted this out, because even in the dark times, you still got to believe. You still got to have some sort of faith in the process. And we know J.J., that's something he's been talking about his entire career, even dating back to high school. It's all about the process, getting better every single day, and you just let the results be the results. So I love this mentality from J.J., and I thought it was pretty cool that he tweeted this out after the game yesterday. But speaking of J.J. McCarthy, I want to start off today's show by showing him some love. Type those jersey numbers, or type his jersey numbers, type those 9s down below in the comment section, and show our potential QB1 for next season our support down below. But let's dive into it. Why do the Vikings need to move off Sam Darnold and start J.J. McCarthy? Well, Spotrac put out their latest contract projection for Sam Darnold, and they had him signing a 4-year, $160 million deal. First off, I don't think that's what Sam Darnold would get on the open market. I'm thinking more of that Baker Mayfield type of deal where it's 3 for $110. But they got him going 4 for $160, which is $40 million per year. But with all the quarterbacks getting paid, he would actually only be the 14th highest paid quarterback in the league. That is incredible. To where we are in the NFL, where a guy could sign a 4-year, $160 million deal and only be the 14th highest paid quarterback. I mean, the market is absolutely crazy right now. But also a big reason why the Vikings should move off Darnold. Well, the cap space for next season. They're projected to have $73.2 million in cap space, which is huge. And with a good free agency class coming up, I really think this is a huge offseason for the Vikings to target a lot of these guys. And, you also may have to target some of these guys in your own building right now, because the Vikings free agents, they're loaded, man. And they actually had the most amount of snaps played this year, or percentage of snaps played by impending free agents this cycle. But you got guys like Byron Murphy, who I want to re-sign. Camryn Bynum, I want to bring him back. But the next three, Gilmore, Griffin, and Aaron Jones, I'm probably cool with letting those guys walk. But again, who knows what the Vikings will decide to do there, considering they only have pretty much one cornerback on the roster next season under contract. That's Mekhi Blackmon, coming off a torn ACL. But on this screen right here, I think you need to bring back Murph, and you need to bring back Cam Bynum. But you also got this list, like the other guys, like the Dalton Risners, the Jerry Tillerys, Jalen Redmond, Jihad Ward, and Patrick Jones. I'm probably making sure we're bringing back Jalen Redmond, but besides those guys, I'm pretty cool with the Vikings letting the rest of these guys walk in free agency, because there's other, options out there. And, I think a big topic of conversation this offseason will be how to improve the interior of the offensive line. Well, you do that by going and throwing a bag at Trey Smith. This is the Chiefs' offensive guard, PFF grade 78.8, which is 14th out of 135 eligible guards in the league. He hasn't given up a sack yet this season, which is first in the entire league. But I promise you this, there will be teams, and there will be a lot of teams, trying to get Trey Smith. I mean, even here in the Chat Sports studios, everybody's talking, who's your number one free agent target? Everybody's saying Trey Smith. So how much will it cost? How much of that $73 million will the Vikings need to kind of allocate to Trey? Well, I'm going to go back and look at last offseason. Robert Hunt, he reset the offensive guard market, signing a 5-year, $100 million deal with the Carolina Panthers, and that's the base. That's where Trey Smith's deal starts, and then you go from there. So I think this guy could possibly sign a 4 for $100 million deal where it comes out to $25 million per year. But even if the Vikings have to overpay for him, I'm all in. You are going to have to address the interior of the offensive line. You're going to have to overpay. So even if the Trey Smith contract is $2-3 million more, I am more than okay with, giving that up to land one of the best offensive guards in the National Football League. But let's talk about it. Why do the Vikings need to let Sam Darnold go. Number one, the roster needs to improve. I think this is a very good roster, but is this a Super Bowl contending roster? No. There's a lot of gaps on this team at the cornerback position, at the offensive line spot, and at the running back position. So I think you're going to have to take those funds that you would have given to Sam Darnold, a couple weeks ago, and just build a stacked team around J.J. McCarthy, go that San Francisco 49ers-esque route. And number two, I can't unsee what I saw over the last 2 weeks. Is Sam Darnold a big game quarterback? I don't think so. I think he was seeing ghosts again. He was just a little too happy feet in the pocket. Didn't have the best control there. So I think for those two reasons, you got to let him go. And I think if you were to extend Sam Darnold, that's just going to limit your ceiling as a team. I think that would put us at maybe max over the next 4 years. If that is the deal, 4 for 160. You're probably winning 10, 11 games. You'll make a wild card game here and there. But max, I could see the Vikes winning one playoff game with Darnold. And also, if you could somehow get a tag and trade. I don't know if that is possible anymore, considering the tag is supposed to be around $41 million. But if you could tag and trade him, even for just a day 3 or a day 2 pick, I am taking that, and I am absolutely running. But the biggest reason that you got to let Sam Darnold go is because the biggest advantage for a team is having a quarterback on a rookie deal. JJ's contract right now is 4 years, $22 million. The 14th highest paid quarterback in the league would make around $40 million per year. If you want to give yourself that slight advantage to get you over the hump, having a quarterback on a rookie deal, even if JJ is just 90% of Sam Darnold, I still think that will be worth it. So I'm hoping they move on, and we'll talk about why you guys should believe in J.J. McCarthy here in a second. But I want to get you guys' thoughts on this, and it is your thoughts. So the Vikings go 14-4. You lose the 2 teams, and you don't have a playoff win. What are your thoughts on this season? Was it a positive one? Was it a negative one? You guys let me know your thoughts down below in the comments section. Now we'll talk about J.J. McCarthy a little bit more in depth here in a second. But first off, I got to tell you guys about today's presenting sponsor, and that is GameTime. Now, if you guys download the GameTime app today and plug in that promo code, ChatSports, when you're making your first purchase, you guys will actually get $20 off. That's promo code CHATSPORTS for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply, first purchase only. But if you plug in that promo code, you guys will get $20 off. Now, GameTime has a new feature called GameTime Picks. It makes getting tickets to your favorite events even easier. GameTime Picks filters out the fluff, showing you incredible deals on great seats, so you don't have to waste time searching through thousands of tickets to find the best value. And actually, the Golden State Warriors are coming to town this weekend to take on the Minnesota Timberwolves. So if you guys are trying to see Steph Curry play in person and want to get $20 off, GameTime is the #1 way to do so. They also have a sweet feature. It's their seat views feature, which gets you a panoramic view from your seat in the app before you even buy. So take the guesswork out of buying tickets with GameTime. Download the app today. Plug in that promo code, ChatSports. Get $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code CHATSPORTS for $20 off your first purchase. Download GameTime today. Last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. All right, drink some purple Kool-Aid. Let's talk about it. Number 9, J.J. McCarthy. Why should Vikings fans believe in him? Well, I got 5 reasons why, and the #1 reason is the best reason. All this kid does is win. All he does. At every single level he's played at, he has been a winner. And I think that just, quarterback wins. Some people hate that stat. I love that stat. Even dating back to high school, this man also shot at the Nazareth Academy, myself, and also safety in the NFL. Julian Love went there, so shout out to the Roadrunners in Chicago, Illinois. But he went 26-3 there. He went 8-0 at IMG Academy, and then at Michigan as a starting quarterback. This man was 27-1, never lost to Ohio State. His worst performance did come when he was only 19 years old still in the college football semifinal versus TCU a couple years ago. But this kid's a winner. He's done it at every level, so I would definitely believe he would do that, here in the NFL. But also, JJ's a great athlete. And I think as we're looking around the NFL now, you're going to have to be a mobile quarterback. Like, we just look in the NFC. Stafford's really the only, and Goff are the only statuesque quarterbacks really left. But Jaden Daniels, Jalen Hurts, both mobile quarterbacks. Josh Allen, Mahomes, Lamar, even C.J. Stroud's got a little mobility to him. But pros and cons for JJ, I said it, winner at all levels, and he's got a lot of potential in my opinion. He can play make outside of the pocket. He's got a super quick release. So all of us, getting on Kevin O'Connell for not adding a quick pass game, having a quarterback with a quick release definitely helps that. Now, some negatives. Doesn't have too much experience being a starting quarterback, but still 28 college starts. I'll take that. And layering the football, those touch throws have definitely been a concern, and some inconsistent ball placement. But also the slim frame. They showed him in that Lions Sunday night game. He looked like he was about $190 in that, and considering he clocked in at the combine at 220 pounds, he looks like he lost about at least 30 pounds there. So we'll see if that's just us over analyzing that, or whatever the case is there. But he's no doubt a great athlete. And number 3 for me, he's got a big time arm. He actually set the record for or maybe it was the second fastest throw at the combine last season. But he can touch every blade of grass on the football field. And, my favorite one for me, I'm going to put number 4 as the intangibles. Just everything this kid's about. How he's addicted to the process. He's addicted about getting better every single day. Like, that truly, truly does matter. And processing the football field, he's elite at that. I mean, Tom Brady's raved about this kid's intangibles. And if Tom Brady's talking about it, I'm going to take his word over just about everybody. And another reason to believe is just a support system. He's not walking into a Carolina Panthers, Las Vegas Raiders situation here. He's walking in to be the starting quarterback of the Vikings, throwing to Justin Jefferson, TJ Hawkinson, Jordan Addison. Hopefully you end up drafting a running back, here this year. But you know what else I can't wait for, guys, is on game days when we're live here on the channel, they have the calls of JJ finds JJ in the back of the end zone for a 6. Oh, man, I cannot wait to have that call here on the show. But those are my 5 reasons why you guys should believe in JJ McCarthy. But if you guys made it to the end of today's show, just give me a skull down below in the comment section. And also, I'm on Twitter, @PatSeeps is the Twitter handle. Give me a follow over there, and we'll see you guys next time. Skol Vikes.